My junior year of high school, when I was like 17, I woke up in the morning and didn't feel right, and I was trying to go talk to my family and get help, and I ended up fainting. And I fell on a hardwood floor and got a pretty bad head injury from that. And that was kind of my first experience with fainting and head injuries. And then later on in college, I got a second head injury. That time was not from fainting, but still, that was a head injury I never really recovered from. And then my third head injury was actually this past fall, and I fainted again, and again fell on a pretty hard floor. And all three times I had gone to the ER, and they weren't even really sure that I had a concussion, or they were hesitant to tell me that there was a head injury or a concussion, because I didn't have bleeding in my brain, and there weren't those like typical signs that they would look for in the ER. And so they just suggested that I rest, and it was pretty vague. I wasn't really given very much to work with, and I felt really bad. Like, I felt like my head was not right, things were not right. But nobody could really tell me anything other than just go home and lay down in a dark room, which I wasn't able to do. I was a college student, and then this year, I had a full-time job, so I couldn't just, lay in a dark room. When I did that, I felt like it wasn't really helping that much anyway. So basically, I had unresolved concussion symptoms, and that led me to NWI. I have a few friends who've been here before. I actually went to grade school and high school with Dr. George's daughters. So I've known about this for a while, and my sister has come here. One of my best friends has come here. So yeah, it's kind of in the back of my mind for a while, and I was sort of telling myself like, oh, I don't need it, my problems aren't as bad as other people's. But I finally made my way here, and it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. My impression was that everything was really thorough here. I had never done testing like that before, and I also just didn't really understand that all of that was connected before I came here, like doing balance testing, and I'm trying to remember what else. Putting on these goggles, like filming my eye movements. It never would have occurred to me that working on eye movements could help my brain fog, or could make me feel clearer, and help with fatigue even. So yeah, I knew this was going to be something that was really holistic and individualized. I also was really impressed right off the bat, based on the paperwork that I submitted. My doctor, Dr. Mack, kind of already had a sense of what was going on with me. And one thing in particular, I had written on my paperwork, I had a lot of neck pain and like neck tightness. And I had written that I had a massage once, and that quickly after, like, everything tightened up again. And he knew just by that little detail of information, like, oh, this seems like it's a problem with your vestibular system, and it's your head, not really just your neck. So yeah, I was really impressed right off the bat. Yeah, it was very unique. A lot of things we did made me laugh, because I was just like, how is this for my health? Like, how is this going to fix my head? I didn't understand, and it's so unlike any medical care I've ever received. I wasn't ever once like prescribed a medication to take, or none of the like conventional stuff I was used to. I did a lot of stuff for my eyes. There was this one thing where there's literally just like a string with different like colored beads on it, and I would like hold it up to my nose, and my doctor instructed me to like look at each bead. Let's see. I also, at my first appointment, was diagnosed with POTS, which is a form of dysautonomia, and I had no idea I had that, and that was part of the reason I was fainting. So we did treatment for POTS, which was on like a tilt table, which kind of like goes slowly like up and down. And they would track my heart rate while that was happening. Let's see, what else did I do? I played this game Stroop, which is supposed to help with anxiety. And that's just like a little game on an iPad that I would do. Let's see, what else? What am I forgetting? One of my favorites was I would do this clapping game, where you put on this little thing on your hand and you kind of have to like clap to the metronome beat. That one was so fun. Didn't know that was gonna help my brain, but it was great. I think the biggest thing is that a lot of the symptoms I was experiencing, because of the way that doctors had talked to me in the ER when I'd hit my head, and they didn't really have much to offer me, it felt like that was just going to be how my life was for the rest of my life. I thought like I was perpetually just going to have brain fog or like neck pain or like pressure in my head, or trouble focusing at work. I just kind of thought that's just my baseline, like that's who I am. And I think in coming here and receiving care and feeling so much better, I realized these symptoms are not who I am, and I can have a higher quality of life, and that's just been so incredible and so life-changing. And I think because of the symptoms I'd had before, and I'd had them for years, I thought, like, I don't know, I didn't feel confident that I could do a job that was very hard. I didn't feel confident about going to grad school, which is something I always wanted to do. Because I had so much trouble focusing, I was like, how am I going to read a book for grad school? Like, how am I going to do all these assignments? And yeah, so I feel like it's restored a lot of my confidence, honestly, just in feeling so much better and getting those symptoms better. So that's been a huge change. And I think I also know now how to help myself when my symptoms are coming back, because it's not like everything's perfect magically after coming here. But I do know how to take care of myself better and what to do when I'm feeling a certain way. If you think you are experiencing symptoms or something's wrong and you think that you need help, don't hesitate to come here. I was really on edge about it because I felt like, well, I'm still getting through the day, I'm still getting all my work done. This isn't totally inhibiting my life completely, so I don't know if I need to go or I deserve it or something, but I think if you have any inkling that like something's wrong and I could get help for it, come in here, because no one's gonna judge you, and this is like the most kind, affirming group of people that work here ever, and you will be able to get help, and there is going to be something they can do for you. They know so much, and I just never would have guessed that I would be helped so much, like how I have been. So if you're thinking about coming and you're not sure, just come.